Hey there, happy Saturday, Michelle Kuipers, and I am coming to you because I'm sure that there are people out there that have the question of gastric sleeve surgery, wondering what it's about and what it's like. And I'm here to tell you my truth about gastric sleeve surgery. I went through it last year in October, and I have lost 62 pounds, and so I want to tell you about that. It is it's not easy, and there are some ups and downs to it, but so before I give you my summary of it, I'll just go through a couple of points that I've written down that are very important for me to share. And first of all, what is it? So gastric sleeve surgery is not what I had thought was they put a sleeve of some kind on your stomach, and that's not what it is. They actually cut out about 75 to 80% of your stomach, and you end up with what is kind of like a sleeve, or they also call it a banana surgery, because your stomach just kind of looks like that, a banana. The big bulb of your stomach, that part is kind of gone. And it is a permanent surgery. So that's what it is. And they say that usually patients will lose 3/4 of their excess weight in about 12 to 18 months. So far, I'm pleased with what I've lost. It's not 12 months yet, but I am pleased. I do want to lose some more, but so far so good. So health benefits. Some of the benefits, sleep apnea kind of goes away. At least I'm talking to you about my experience. I had sleep apnea. I had to use one of those sleeping contraptions that, you look like Darth Vader when you go to sleep, and I no longer have to use that. High blood pressure. I have not come off my high blood pressure medicine completely, but I have reduced it by half. So I hope that in the next 6 months or so, I'll be able to come off completely. Hey Vanessa, Jackie, it's good to see you guys. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to reduce that. A lot will be dependent also on my activity level. That's the truth of it all. And with the gyms closed, it makes it a little more difficult, but I'm still working at it. The other thing is high cholesterol. My cholesterol has come down considerably. Joint problems. Now, this is one that I have really bad knees, and one in particular. And I would say it's not fixed. It has improved, but I don't think it will ever be 100%. So I will work at, I'm actually looking at getting knee surgery, replacement surgery, probably this year or next. So that's not 100% sure thing, but a lot of people, and just in general, joint problems, that definitely has been improved. Type 2 diabetes, I do not have that, but that is one of the benefits, that it can fix that problem as well. Now, there are some of the negatives, digestive issues that you end up with, or can end up with. So 1 in 5 people can experience GERD, which I don't know the abbreviation for that. I don't know. Reflux is in there someplace. And that you'll can experience that in the first 12 months. I actually have experienced that somewhat. It's kind of a cross between, is it indigestion? It tends to be short term. So I'm hoping that will go away or improve. And a lot of it is a learning habit of what to eat, how to eat, when to eat. So it's just a learning process. You really have to pay attention and learn to eat all over again, and what you can and can't eat. Like I said, I have some indigestion, but it's not too bad. And then some people experience vomiting and nausea. I fortunately have not had that issue. The other thing that can be very serious is vitamin deficiency. Again, I am very, very aware of that, and I take my vitamins and will forever take these vitamins because to make sure that you get the right nutrition. And then there are some things that you can develop an intolerance to certain foods. I have not had that problem. Another thing that can happen is sagging skin, and this can range from minor to severe. I would say I don't have severe. I do have minor sagging, although in my mind it's severe. I don't like it at all. I will probably talk later this week about my bat wings, you know, that underarm stuff going on. But again, that is about exercise. So you just have to work at it. Now, there are some that it's not just exercise. I mean, there are some that will end up with a severe case, and I suppose part of that's a surgical issue. And then, the other thing is people can, and you know, people talk about the weight regain, and that generally happens from year 2 to 5, and you can regain up to even 50% of the weight that you've lost. I suppose you could regain it all back. But that comes from eating the wrong foods and eating not just the foods, but in the wrong way. So what you do need to realize is that there is kind of a new diet. This is not a quick fix. So you have to take into account a new diet. You have to take in 60 grams of protein, and your protein should come in first. They tell you eat your protein first before eating other things because it's so important to get that protein in. And no sodas. I have only, I would say, I think it's in the last month, had my first soda, diet drink. And it was absolutely wonderful. It did not cause me upset. My stomach did not, you know, but initially that was a pretty strict rule, is no sodas. I would not push that myself, but for that occasional treat, a diet soda, you know, once a month, I think is okay. The other thing is minimal alcohol. Now, I was told that I had to wait 6 months to have any alcohol. I didn't, because it was right around Christmas time. At about 3 months, I said, that's it, I'm having a drink at New Year's. But again, they say be really careful because you're a cheap drunk. You get drunk a lot easier. This alcohol goes straight through you and goes into your intestines, and it's absorbed quickly. I find that not to be the case for me because I just can't drink enough to get drunk. So I don't know, good, bad, I'm not sure. But yeah, so you definitely have to realize that, you know, it's minimal alcohol. And the other big thing that was really tough for me to get used to was 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after eating, you don't drink liquids. And I noticed that when I do, that's usually when I get that indigestion. I fill up very quickly, I get indigestion, because I think the way it was explained to me is that if you're eating and you take in liquids, you're putting the liquids on top of that food, and number one, it's pushing it through too fast, so it ends up in your intestine, and it goes right through you, and it doesn't get absorbed. And the other thing is that it causes you to fill up too quickly. So for me, I try really hard to follow that rule, and it makes my mealtime much better. And then they also tell you to stop when you're 80% full. I have also found it difficult to overeat because it's uncomfortable. So that one's, I just have to make sure to serve much smaller portions. And then no snacking. That was a big rule. My doctor said, and this is, I've heard different things. Some doctors say take little tiny meals throughout the day. My doctor was real strict. You eat 3 meals a day. You don't eat in between. If you're going to do any kind of snacking, you might as well not have the surgery because you will gain it back. I'm pretty good about that, which was surprising to me. I didn't think that would be possible, but I try real hard not to snack. And for me, I have more of a difficult time in making sure I get my proteins in, and that I eat enough. The other thing is the strict vitamin regimen that I mentioned earlier. I was given, certain vitamins that I needed to take, and I, like clockwork, take those vitamins because I have read and heard about some stories that were just not nice for people that didn't take that. Too much vitamin deficiency. So because you're not eating the same amounts of food, your body absorbs it differently, you need to get those vitamins in. They say 2.5 hours of exercise, moderate exercise a week, which that probably is not too difficult for most people. What I've found is just in the last few weeks, I've started swimming, so I'm pretty diligent about that. I have a pool, so fortunately I'll go out and swim for about 20 to 30 minutes every day. The other thing I wanted to mention is this is not a reversible surgery. You need to go at this and realize you're not going to be able to say, oh, let's just undo it. Whereas some of the others, like I think lap band and I don't know, there's a balloon thing and so on. I think some of those things are reversible, and no, this one's not. It's a done deal. There are risks involved, and it is a tool only. It took me a while to kind of get the mindset that I wasn't cheating. For some reason, I thought, well, I'm cheating if I do it this way. But it's not. It's not cheating. It's not easy to do. And you have to be committed to doing this. And then, the other thing that was interesting is my understanding, most physicians say you have to have at least a 35 to a 40 BMI to consider this surgery. If you have the extenuating circumstances like high blood pressure, any of those other issues, which I had a few, the high blood pressure, I had the knee issues, I couldn't even have surgery. They wouldn't consider surgery for my knees until I lost weight. Then a BMI of 30 is acceptable. Insurance does cover some insurances will cover this type of surgery. Fortunately, mine did. This for me has been a success. I feel better than I have felt in so many years, and I wish that I had done this sooner. I'm not going to look back and negative and so on. No. It's been wonderful. I feel great. And if this has been helpful in any way, let me know. I have 7 gastric sleeve secrets, additional things that I'd be happy to share with you. And, no strings attached. I want everybody to go at this, that's thinking about doing this, with as much information as possible. So I'm happy to talk to anyone that has questions. That's it for today. And this was I think it's day 5 of my 14-day challenge. So thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you throughout the week. Bye. Have a great weekend. Bye.